This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Wednesday rolls around again, and in the past 7 days I've managed to cobble together another new track for the album that I'm working on and documenting the process in these Wednesday videos at the moment. You probably already know this, all of what I'm about to say now, but there's bound to be somebody watching the channel for the first time. I'm picking up new subscribers quite a lot at the moment, I've noticed. So if you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Glad to have you here watching my bletherings and musings and fumblings on the frets. And, well, basically this album that I'm doing, all of the tracks are going to be named after snacks and treats that we give to our dog, who is rather spoiled, and he gets lots of treats and snacks. And this week's offering is named after a product that you can buy from any reputable pet emporium. It is basically dehydrated beef tendon, I'm informed, and it's yes, it's rather tasty. If our dog's reaction is anything to go by. And the name that dehydrated beef tendon is sold under is Paddywhack. Yes, indeed. So that is the title of the tune this week. When I set out putting this album together, I knew I wanted just an up-tempo, boogie, kind of blues shuffle sort of thing. So I don't know why, but that title just seemed to fit that sort of genre, I think. And what I wanted to do was write a blues tune that wasn't a strict 12-bar, just jamming over a generic sort of bluesy jam track. I wanted it to have some form of a little bit more of a structured feel to it than that. And well, here's the tune. Let me know what you think. Has it worked? Does it sound bluesy enough? Does it sound, you know, like it's a little bit something more than just a random noodling over a blues backing track? Let me know what you think. Here it is. So that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the latest one to come from my fingers. Paddywhack, a blues shuffle named after dehydrated beef tendon. Here's a little bit of an explanation about how I ended up putting that together.
Here is the explanation.
Right then, a blues without it being a 12 bar. Let's have a look at the main chord sequence first. It's a 16 bar blues, and basically this is sort of inspired largely by the 16 bar blues that we all know and love as The Stumble by Freddie King. What characterises that is it starts on the 4 chord, and I start on the 4 chord as well. In the key of E, that means I'm starting on an A chord. And we have 2 bars of A, 2 bars of E, 2 bars of A, and 2 bars of B, like this. Then we have the bit where in some kind of choruses of The Stumble there's like the kind of dead stops, and that is basically just the chords of E to an E over G sharp. I'll just play it like a power chord version, like that, and then A, and then an A sharp diminished. So you get like that. So I thought, well, let's do something similar, but let's descend. So we're going from the E to an E7 over a D bass, to an A over a C sharp bass, to a C major. So you get like that, and then back into a E, B, E, and B again, like just turning it around between the 1 and the 5 chord. So that's like the main chord sequence. We're going and begin again on the 4 chord. That's the main sort of the scaffolding that's holding it up, if you like. But the other thing I wanted was what is known in jazz terminology as a head, just a recognisable riff, if you want to think of it like that. You know, at various points in the song, it begins with it, goes back to it in the middle, and ends on it. So I was thinking in terms of something like what's it called? Stepping Out from the Blues Breakers Beano album. Whoop. That. Another one that was kind of in my mind was there's an old Cannonball Adderley tune from an album called Them Dirty Blues, which is it's called Work Song, and if I can remember it, I think it goes something like this. Something along those kind of lines anyway, mistakes excluded. So I was wanting something that sort of had a bit of that sort of feature to it, so I ended up coming up with just that kind of thing there, which is just mixing all the kind of minor pentatonic sort of stuff with the major third and the major sixth. You can think of it in terms of mixing the sort of minor and major pentatonics together to come up with that riff. So it was just basically once through the riff or the head, then 3 choruses of the main chord sequence where I'm just jamming blues basically over the top of it, and then go back to the main chords, the main riff again, and then 3 more choruses of the main chord sequence, Again, just jamming blues. When I say jamming blues, I'm thinking we're in basically the key of E, so I'm thinking E major pentatonic. And E minor pentatonic. And a mixture of the two. And then, that's basically what I'm doing throughout there, just throwing little things together. When you mix those two pentatonic scales together, you get access to other scales as well. So E major pentatonic plus E minor pentatonic. In amongst that melee of notes, you'll find the Dorian mode, the E Dorian mode. So I was probably lapsing into that in a few places. Likewise, the E Mixolydian mode is in there as well. So E Dorian, will be... E Mixolydian will be... that. So that those were probably going on in there. As I say, they just tend to drop out of your fingers when you mix those two pentatonics together. If you're mixing major and minor pentatonics together in blues scales, then without knowing it, you're probably using the Dorian and Mixolydian modes. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I'm doing. It's just a really stock standard blues thing, really. And the only place where you got to be careful is when you come down to that C chord there. You got to be a little bit careful and tiptoe around that. So you'll notice I was doing things like maybe just landing on the C note when that chord arrives, or something that's basically just avoiding the C sharp, because that's going to sound like, there's a C chord, and then land on a C sharp. There, it sounds really horrible and dissonant. So just keeping your wits about you and avoiding little kind of traps like that to fall into, landing on the wrong note over that C chord. But the rest of it's just basically straight ahead jamming, blues, soloing kind of stuff that I've covered many times on the channel. So there you go. That is what's going on in this latest tune. Now you know what to do. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for the tune in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, that explanation you've just seen there, and a jam track to play along with yourself. That is all up on my Patreon page. There, as usual, is the address on screen, link in the description, and as seasoned viewers will know, $3 or about £3 a month, depending on the exchange rate, that is. That will get you access to all of these tabs and jam tracks and other bits and pieces that accompany these YouTube videos. And a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are down there in the description. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little bluesy escapade, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Oh yeah, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. Just beer and chat on a Friday. What's not to like about that? It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.